Yo, what's up guys? TylaDubya here, and today I'm here to teach you the zipper.
Now I'm here.
TylaDubya Beatbox channel.
So I consider the zipper a relatively unique sound that you only hear a handful of beatboxers utilizing. I got my trusty notes here. So a few of these beatboxers include Napalm, Ballsy, Helium, 2H, Changza, Rascal, and Thorson. Now the zipper sound is actually a sound that when you hear a beatboxer do this in a battle or a performance, if they combo it correctly, gets a lot of attention. So I guess the most current example of the zipper gaining a lot of attention in a battle would be Thorson's GBB elimination when he goes and he combos a zipper with humming. Now he's able to do the zipper while humming because the variation that he used only requires pressure and not breathing. So I'm gonna go about and teach two different variations of the zipper. The first variation sounds like this. The second variation actually builds off a lip roll and sounds like, I don't know if you can hear my coffee pot brewing. It's a brewing! Alright, so I'm first gonna teach to what I feel is the easier variation, and it sounds like, so I guess I feel this is a little easier because it's actually one of the first sounds I learned as a beatboxer. About, maybe a year in, I kept trying to get the zipper sound down, and eventually I got it, and it really just came from trying and trying. But again, when I was learning that, I really didn't have somebody explaining it to me. I just heard a beatboxer do it, and I was like, oh, I want to learn that so bad. So I kept experimenting to find the correct ways to do it. Now this variation is seen a little more, mainly because it's combo with the inward click roll to make the Sega sound. So to learn this first variation, what you're going to want to do is pucker your lips and make a kissy face like this. So I'm guessing all of you can make the cliche kiss noise. So even though it's weird, what's useful about that is that's the kind of sound you're going to be going for inwards, just slightly refined. If you guys are unable to make this sound, what you're going to want to do is pucker your lips like this and ensure there's a very tiny small hole or gap that you can bring air in through your lips, and when you bring it in, it's going to create kind of like a squeaky noise. Now for this variation, you can either breathe in or not breathe in, and you can use pressure instead. Now for me, I don't use this variation much at all, so neither are going to be clean, so I just kind of want to, say that now. So if you're going to do this variation while breathing in, what you're going to want to do is while breathing in, breathe very hard and focus that air through that tiny gap. So it's going to go. Now, it may not sound like that at first. It may sound a little more airy, like. But eventually, once you start getting that sound, start, refining it, figuring out where the sound's being made, and focusing on it. Now, I also said you could do this variation without breathing in, just by using pressure. Let me preface that mine really does not sound like a zipper, but I do know for a fact that if you train it and work with it, it can sound like a zipper. And so that is just by using the pressure in your mouth, and you're going to be pulling air in without actually using your lungs. And so it's going to sound like. Now I know you guys are probably wondering, like, man, that sounded nothing like a zipper, and like I said, I did tell you that I don't use that at all, but I do know that if you train that and you work on it and focus it more, it will sound like a zipper. The second variation of the zipper is actually built upon the lip roll, so if you guys don't know how to lip roll yet, go check out my tutorial for that. I'll have a link in the description and a card popping up right now in one of these corners. I'm not sure which corner it is, but go learn the lip roll and then come back here. So I said to go learn the lip roll first because this is actually built upon the basic lip roll, mainly in your lip positioning and all of that, so it really does help to know the lip roll. Now I said this is built upon the lip roll mainly because it's the same positioning as the lip roll, and knowing the lip roll will benefit you so much in trying to learn the sound. So what you're going to do is take the basic lip roll that sounds like, and you're going to tighten your lips a lot. Now this is the opposite of the lip roll, because with the lip roll you want your lips to be loose to give you a better oscillation. So when you're used to doing this, I want you to tighten your lips, and so it's going to go. So the main focus really of this variation is that your lips are going to be very tight, creating a lot of tension. So before I get too far into this, I do want to say the sound can also be done with breathing and without breathing. So unlike the last variation where I told you to leave a tiny hole for the air to come through, with this variation you're not going to leave any gaps because your lips are going to be tight and you're going to be forcing the air to come in through your lips where there's no gap, which creates the sound. No gap. Because you're not leaving a gap, it actually does take a lot of pressure to bring that air in, so don't get discouraged if you don't get it on the first try. So I'm going to start off by the not breathing version first, and it sounds like. To do this variation, what you're going to do is take your basic lip roll position, tighten your lips, and you're going to want to focus when you breathe in, force that air in to a little bit in front of the corner of your mouth, not too much though, so you're going to try to bring it in like right there. So the sound that you're going for here kind of sounds a little bit like farting. It sounds like. So once you guys got that sound, in order to get the full zipper sound, what you're gonna wanna do is drag your bottom lip up to shut the air off. So you're gonna have the, and then you're gonna drag it up, and that's gonna shut the air off and create the zipper effect. Now, as I mentioned, the sound can also be done by breathing in, and that sounds like. Now, I know mine doesn't sound too good, and that's because I don't really use that sound or that variation very much, but it can be useful in some instances. Now, the concepts from doing this variation without breathing in are going to apply to doing it while breathing in. Now, when I say that, I mean it's still going to be forcing the air into that same portion of your lips, and you're still going to be shutting off the air in the same way. So you're going to breathe in, and it's going to sound like, then you're going to shut the air off, and it's going to go, effectively stopping you from breathing in. So that's about all there is to learning the zipper, guys. I hope this tutorial helped you learn one or both of the variations. If you have any questions or any problems learning the sound, comment down below and I will be happy to answer those. I know you guys are looking at my wine glass full of jelly beans. You should get yourself one. If this tutorial helped you guys learn the sound, click that like button, or just click that like button because it helps me out a lot and it really gives me an idea of what you guys enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload a new video every Thursday, and have a good day. So I know I typically have a beat at the end of the video utilizing the sound that I taught in the video. However, I don't use the zipper very much, so I'm not going to be using it in this freestyle. Of course I'll get a cinnamon one. I'm trying to beatbox.